Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good evening to everybody around the world. Wherever you are, it doesn't matter. You are welcome here to this very special event. It's the first and the last ever Aero Partner Social Race here on the brand new track in Saudi Arabia. Welcome everybody. We are so happy that we can broadcast this race on a very new track which was added to this game like 2 days ago, and as you can see we've got some very fast and skilled drivers. As you can see here, multiple time champion of the European Racing Organization, Maxtro, aka Maxim Rodriguez, the here WRGO or Gio, sorry for the pronunciation, the championship contender and one of the main championship protagonists in Aero F1 with Passassin, but Passassin is not here unfortunately. As you can see, Tobias here. We are so happy that he can race today because it's very rare when he's racing and he's very fast, and I'm so happy that he's here. And you can see here the supreme leader himself, as he's called by himself, Wojciech Śmigowski, the owner and founder on the European Racing Organization. You can see JJ Dog, the, as you can know him, the commentator of many divisions, but especially Aero F2 division, F1 as well, and many fast and good drivers, as you can see. So I don't know how, what do you think, but I think that we can really looking forward to watching the beautiful race in the streets of Saudi Arabia. What's the weather like? Light, calm and realistic, so it means we will race at night. My favorite time personally. And light cloud, yeah, we don't wanna hear or see some rain and this stuff here. See here. So almost everybody here. I think we are waiting just for one player. Marek and Toby, welcome in the chat. How are you doing, guys? Feel free to text everything you want, but please keep it clean and polite. 10 people already watching. Oh, thank you very much for this support. We very appreciate it in the European organization. If you are not following us or not in our Discord, feel free, guys, to hit the like button and follow us, and feel free to join our Discord partner server on the European organization with 1,500 members. And as you can see, the Supreme Leader said we are ready up, so just 10 seconds away from the start on the first ever qualifying session in the European Racing Organization. I'm so exciting. I don't know how you, but I'm so excited. There you go. I think Codemasters did and EA Sports did a really great job. As you can see those graphics, and not only the track, but you can see those buildings, roads, sea, sky, trees. It looks really astonishing, doesn't it? In my opinion, it's really good. As Maciek said, maybe it's gonna be Carnage, but yeah, that's right, that this track is new for everybody, as you can see here. So yes, it's possible, but I think it can be on a good level. If this race finishes with more than 10 people, I'm shocked. Maybe, mate, we'll see. But I think we can have a really good race, because as you can see, we've got very good and skilled guys here. So let's start it, guys. Let's start it. And I don't know, where's my water? I'm a little bit thirsty. Give me a minute, please. Ah, there we go, okay. And here we go. We are in the lobby. On the track. Let's set this. Yeah, we want to see full track. Telemetry enable details. Best, fastest laps. Okay. So who's gonna have a very first lap on this Grand Prix? 19 people just racing. But I'm so happy that we got not full grid, but almost full grid, so that's really good, isn't it? So we've got see multiple people out on track. You can see it's not that dark so far because it's just started closing session. It's like Abu Dhabi. I'm gonna get it wrong because me is no longer like welcome Waitinho. Yeah, our owner is like, if somebody uses the line, he's lining the end. Like, I think everybody can go no line, but you know, if somebody doesn't have a time for practicing, then you just must use that line because always consider it's big traffic, 4 cars already. So, who will be first to set the lap? As you can see, the first guy is Aston Martin, and it's Petuka, no, it's his teammate. It's Andrzej or Anders, sorry for pronunciation. And then the championship contender Gil. So we will stay with both of them. He's making some gap, and Andrzej is starting first lap of the session. The same. Gil is doing the same. So let's stay with him. I'm very interested about his lap. The F1 Challenger driver from the last season, heading into the first turn, hit the apex nicely, short to the third gear, and full throttle around the way. As you can see, this circuit is really, as you can see, really fast corners. Almost the entire section is flat out. You can see, this is really good. You must be careful with track limits because this track is really interesting in terms like some corners you can go with the full car out of track in behind the white line, but in some corners you can't. So it's really interesting. It's really inconsistent with the track limit, but so it means you have to learn where you can go behind the white line and where you can't. Yeah, as you can see, Gil's setting the purple middle sector. Yeah, for example, here he was full 4 wheels out behind the white line, but the track limit in this corner is not white line but the curb. So hard brake is up to the ultimate corner and went out, and just DRS wide open, as you can see. And already the Aston Martin, Andrzej finishes his lap, it's 127.1 for Gil, so this is the benchmark for the rest of the field. Max for his teammate and his fellow French, so it's double for Williams, as you can see so far. Then, what is Josh doing? It was not as good as expected, but he would have not been good. Tobias is in trouble, so let's stay with him. Last corner. Short to fourth gear, full throttle, there's wide open, and behind him, maybe trying for a slipstream. Tobias is crossing the line, it's 127.7, so it's provisional P3. I think it's a pretty solid lap from the Austrian driver. Let's go and stay with Petuka, the Finnish driver, Peter Sundberg. He is sector, this long left-hander. It's easy to lose the car, so you have to be careful with the throttle and the steering as well. Oh, and you can see there's a big traffic ahead of him, so hopefully he won't he or every driver from 20 lost time here in the slow sections, because it's really difficult for drivers to leave a space. You can see here we've got nowhere to go. So it's a street circuit that there is this trying for maybe to switch a little bit. Oh, yeah, that was very interesting. Go from him. A little bit of lockout from Petuka. He is on the main strength. GR is wide open, and it's gonna be in 127, yeah, to 127.8 provisional flow. Really good luck from Petuka, or in Finnish Petuka. And gap, let's see. So Gil is 4/10 ahead of the second fastest driver, his fellow French Maxime Rodriguez. So it's probably a double for him, as I mentioned. It means he did a really good lap there. Let's go with the supreme leader and the owner of the European Organization. He is in outlaw, so he'll come back very soon. Who is in the lap? Giovanni, the American driver, invalidated his lap, and this big one is really interesting. Something I haven't very good. I don't have to say, but it isn't easy. JJ dot in his lap. He's on a pad, I believe. Yeah, you can see the steering angle there. He's definitely on pad. Okay, let's go with Vitinho. He's starting his lap. Let's enjoy his lap. From the air camera. Oh, there is a Williams coming out with Marek show. But he didn't influence him. So that's good. All two aim for the apex, and it's where he lost their very big amount of time. And here as well, he will definitely improve, I think. But you can stay with him. So behind him, Maxro. Then we will go with him. He can challenge his teammate, and Tobias, he is in one. Yes, he is, and he invalidated the unfortunately. Well, what time is Vitinho doing? 32.0. The first sector, the fastest is 32.2, so he's 2/10 down. Good pole position. That's wide open. We have braking zone. It's the last corner, the 23rd. This track, but 23 turns. It's really the most behind Singapore. And this version of P11 from Vitinho. And let's go with I'm saying this, okay? So maybe Marek can go with him. Save the track. JJ. He's not doing it. One more, so let's go with the Aero F1 multiple champion in this hot rod. In the qualifying session, coming here, fast right-hander, left-hander, this middle sector is really fast, as you can see, all of the podiums first sector. That was really good, 30.1, so he's 3/10 up, so now he's on really good lap and he's trying to challenging his teammate Gil. I'm really interested. If he can complete this lap, it's going to be really good for Max. Let's stay with him. Oh, he nearly lost it. Oh my, what's a save by Max? But yeah, he definitely lost their time. But we'll see if this affects. If he goes to pits or he will finish. Oh yeah, and he will go to pits. He did the both. But it was a good lap until the point. RGB is in mediums, and he's trying to qualify on mediums. To be honest, I don't know the strategy because I haven't driven this track yet, so I don't know the strategy. We'll see. PDG Waffles leading left. We've got how many? How much time? 8 minutes. go, so it's more than half fully. Yeah, the Lions got some problem with the training session, unfortunately. Gil is in love. So, is he improving? He is improving by 1/10, so the provisional pole position holder he's really flying on this track, as you can see, almost full throttle to this longer left-hander, using all of the track. That's really important. If you wanna go really fast, what you have to use really all track. You have to go on the edge of the limit of the track limits. Is the only way you wanna go on the best level. And as you can see, that was really nice. He really nailed this corner. And Max Rowe, the 27.001. So he is the provisional pole position holder, but it was really good lap from Max Rowe. But Gil is improving by 2/10 in the second sector, going to the last corner, hit the apex properly, full throttle here, DR is wide open. I'm really interested if he can improve, but I think it's gonna be under 27, it's gonna be 26.8, and this is the new fastest lap of the session. Wow! What a lap from Gil, as you can see. And we've got, hello Javi. Game volume is so loud. Okay, I'm gonna change it, mate. Volume settings. Our audio settings. Okay. I think it should be good now. Hopefully it will be. Please let me know in the chat if it's alright. But what left from Gil, really? Let's check his sector times. As you can see, the French guys are on top. 30.1, 32, so 1/10 improvement in the first sector, 2/10 or 1.5 of 10 in the second sector, and pretty same third sector. And where is Max Rowe losing to Gil mainly? The first sector pretty equal, second 2/10. So if Max Rowe wants to go on pole position, he must improve the second sector because the first and third is pretty same. Otapa is God. Marco, ahoy, ahoy, welcome, mate. I'm not God, the God is only one. But yeah, thank you very much for the verse, I really appreciate it. Tobias is not, but he invalidated, and was he on a good lap? Yes, he was. Oh, 1/10 improvement in the second sector, almost the same like Gil. Oh, that's a big shame for Tobias. Me? Okay, Petuka. Go, Miyaki, go, go, go. Miyaki provisional P9. You can see the Mercedes driver, and he is, or is he going to go, or he invalidated? He invalidated, but he will go for one more, I believe. JJ Doc. Oh, so everybody in the pit, or some guys are doing their lap. As you can see, there is Andres, he literally he's draining the battery. You can see he's got 2%. JJ retired from the session, but he was in the pit, I believe, or wasn't it? Oh, not there. Disqualified from the session, Josh. Oh my! And I think this is glitch. Oh my, Josh has been disqualified. Unfortunately for him, it's not good news from for him. But yeah, it happened the very same to me on the first race personally. From in Bahrain, I was P5, 6, but yeah, the game disqualified me because I was going wrong way for like 2 seconds because I spun. So then this game is sometimes it's really good. CRX on mediums, he is in the top 10, but yeah, we'll see if he can stay in the top 10, because you know, if you are pitting on P11, it's pretty same. And yeah, those, as you can see, everybody in the outlet going for the last shots. So as you can see, Gil, Maxer is ahead of Gil on track. No, he's not. So Maxer he is going to go later behind Gil. Gil, Maxer, Tobias is going out of the pits. It's gonna be tight, but he will be in an advantage because, you know, the track evolution is high in general in this game. So I'm really interested if Tobias can challenge the pole position. It's almost 1 second, you can see. So it's gonna be really interesting. But okay, let's go with the pole position holder provisional Gil starting his last flying lap. So wish him luck, like not only to him but of course to everybody in the session. Hopefully the guys can improve their laps. So let's go with Gil and commentate a little bit. Braking just under after the 100-meter board. So short shift to third, fourth gear, full throttle here. Going for the fast left right-hander corners. You can see he's using the curve in his advantage really nicely for these corners. Oh, it was an early invalidation, but he kept it on the road. I think this is it gonna be improved by 2 tenths, 29.9 the first sector. As you can see, Gil is really flying, literally flying. We will check the Maxer's laps then. The sectors, 29.9 in the first sector. Gil is on a really good lap. As you can see, hit the apex properly here, nearly collided with the wall. But he's still up, he's still improving. Maxer, he's half a second up in the first sector, so he means he's on provisional pole position, but we will see if the Gil can improve. Going for this left right-hander, then DR is wide open and just long straight and then braking, heavy braking zone into the last corner, and just be careful on the traction and then full throttle and hope and believe he will improve. Hard braking to the last corner, Gil, full throttle, DR is wide open, full throttle, and we can see, can Gil improve his lap? Yes, he can by 2 tenths, 26.6. Can Maxwell challenge him, his teammate in the Williams? As you can see, he's 3 tenths up, so it's gonna be real tight, but he invalidated in the middle sector, so Maxwell will definitely not be on pole position. But Tobias here, he's 2 tenths up, so it means Petuka did 27.4, really good lap from Petuka. Can Maxwell be faster than Petuka? And there was a contact with the wall. As you can see, he nearly loses the back end of the car and he backed off, so it means it's Gil, Maxwell and Petuka so far. Is somebody improving? Yes, RGB is 8 tenths up, so it means it's provisional P6. Let's see if he can improve. In front of Miyarki is, oh, there's a lot of big debris. Oh my, and he had a collision with him on the final straight. Oh my, that was really unpleasant moment of the session. And I think Wojtyła is improving by 4 tenths, as you can see here. He's the very last on the grid who is doing his lap, so let's stay with the owner, the European Racing Organization. He's 4 tenths improvement, so it means provisional. We will see if he completes the rest of the sectors. But I think Wojtyła is the last, because behind him there's the G-line, no G-line, okay, he's the last. Will crosses the line. But what a lap from Gil, 26.6. He completely outscored the opposition of this race. Really solid and good job from him. Oh, and we've got big traffic here. But Wojtyła is still on his lap. Heavy braking zone to the last corner. Up. Downshifting to the third gear, short shift to fourth, full throttle, DRS wide open on the final straight, and let's see if the Wojtyła can improve. Can he improve? Yes, he can too, but it's just P14, so most likely the alternative strategy for the race is the solution for him, and Black Wolf unfortunately hasn't set the time. So your final 3 or top 3 of the qualifying session, Gil, Maxro and Petuka. So as you can see, as I already mentioned, Gil did an amazing lap. As you can see, the cap 3 tenths to P2, and almost the second to the P3, so really good lap. Let's see his time, his sectors. 29.9 first sector, really good. I think one of the best sectors I've ever seen in the Euro. Then second sector he lost 1/10 there, but gained in the last sector. So if it would be the perfect lap, it would be 26.5. So really good lap from Gil. Really great job, mate. Tobias, he was improving with a little bit more. So I think we've got a very good qualifying session, and I'm really excited and looking forward to watching the race, because our guys can really do very interesting things. I think doesn't exist the moment that didn't happen in the European Racing Organization, so we will see the race. GG, Gil Maxor, and but you can see from P4 it's a 1 second gap. Oh my, P10 is 2 seconds. Oh, this is, as I said, completely distractions of the opposition today. So guys, let me know in the chat your predictions of the race. Personally for me, it's Gil, Maxro, and maybe Tobias, because Tobias, he's got really good race pace. In general, he's really consistent, so this is my top 3 favorites for the podium of the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. So let's wait to the guys to adjust their strategies, tires, fuel, aerodynamics, dynamics, apologies for pronunciation, and the stuff from the setup. So we are just watching the garages here. I don't know, what do you think, but this pit lane looks really narrow. It's something like in Monaco, or very narrow pit lane as well. In the USA there's a really large pit lane, but yeah, so sure. So as you can see, the strategy is soft medium around this track. Oh my, and what happened here? Marek completely spun. Oh my, during the formation lap, but yeah, fortunately there is no damage, and Alfa Romeo and CRX has loved the session. I will invite him. I will invite Liam. But I can't invite him. I can't invite Liam. I don't know why. Okay, he's here. Okay. So Marek and Andrek has been disqualified, and let's see the tires choices. So as you can see, outside the top 10, everybody is on mediums except the Ferrari driver, Derry Griffin. So I don't know if it's on purpose or just the unlucky moment for him. Yeah, so most likely it's just 25 laps. Aha, okay, now I understand. So soft medium or soft hard. I think Gil and Maxro will definitely go soft medium, because we have seen in the Aero F1 that these guys are going nothing else but just soft and medium, and he has as you can see, the top to the Haas driver, to P9, to Jason, there's a big gap, so hopefully the tires won't be caught to the rest of the field. And don't forget to grab your popcorn and watch the start of the Aero Partners Social Race in the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix, the first ever of its kind in their history. So the last car is approaching the grid now, the Haas driver with the Josh, and let's go for it. Hopefully we won't have the desync. And here we go. 3, 4, 5 red lights in the Saudi Arabia. It slides out and away we go. I think Gil and Maxro has a good start here, as you can see. But no, Maxro has an even better start going into the first corner. There's Starburst and his whole car in front of Maxro. And he's done it. So it's P1 for Gil. As you can see behind the Alfa Romeo spawn, the Alfa Romeo driver didn't have a good start. As you can see, there's two cars right side by side in the middle section of the first sector. Voitinho, Josh, Villeneuve, as you can see, as those cars are really, they've got big amount of fuel, so they are heavy, so they have to adjust their speed and working with the throttle as well. So I think we don't have that much changes as I expected in terms of places. Yeah, the top 6 is completely the same like it was on the start, so yeah. But hopefully we won't have the situation like in F1 esports, the long DRS trains and that's it. But yeah, I'm really interested when the DRS will be enabled. It's gonna be interesting because we've got 3 DRS zones here with a long back straight, so a huge amount of opportunities to overtake your opponents. Petuka, Pangri, Tobias behind him, RGB, Jelani, Jason, JJ Dog, and Marek. This is your top 10. Do we have some battles on track? Hopefully we do, because I don't want to commentate the boring games. As you can see, Voitinho is going on the Josh, late braking to the turn 1, a little bit of lock up, and he's out of the track, so it means he should give the position back because it was overtake outside of track, and Voitinho lost 3 places in one corner because of the track of leaving the track, because he was so long on the brake. As you can see, we've got Josh and Waffe side by side through turn 5 and 6. Oh my, what a battle! And behind him, Voitinho he's having very big problems to keep his car on the road. As you can see here, his teammate is overtaking him and challenging. As you can see, Ferrari driver is overtaking the Alpine driver Bandek. As you can see, that dirty area is really weird here, and it's difficult to follow the car in these conditions, and especially in the real life. It's really crazy. Details. Okay, let's go with tires. So that's interesting that JJ Dog on medium tires is still in front of the Miyaki and Jerry on the soft compound. I don't know the lap time difference between soft and medium tires here, apologies for that, but I think it should be big because now the Alpine driver is trying to be smarter than further, and he almost hits the barrier, but he luckily Kevin's on the road, and as you can see, DRS has been enabled. So let's move to the front of the field to see if Maxro is going for the overtake or no. Let's see the warnings. Maxro, one warning, 2 warnings already for Jelani. Oh, so as I mentioned, those track is really difficult on track limits. You have to know where you can go outside of track and where you don't. So very difficult conditions for George. As I mentioned, George has already penalties, and Bandex retired from the session. So it means, do we have a safety car or no? He crashed. Yeah, and we've got virtual safety car. VSC has been deployed, and let's see if some of the drivers will go to the pits. Maybe for the hard compound tires. I'm not sure how much or how many laps can they last. But the drivers must follow the delta. Personally, I hate it because it's really stressful, and you can easily stay in the negative delta, and it means a drive-through penalty for you. And yeah, the VSC has been ended, and luckily nobody's got. And we've got. Look at this view. Oh my, that was really astonishing. As you can see here, those sea and all the lights. Really good scenario here. And Gil has a big snap of oversteer going from the last corner, and he forgot to open his DRS Maxro, yeah. Oh, and we've got, what happened here? Oh, my Ferrari driver completely most likely there was a contact, and Marek retired from the session, so Mercedes driver lost, and he is in the wall on the final backstretch. Are we going to have a safety car? Most likely no, but oh, two drivers already retired from the race, and it's only the fourth lap, and JJ retired as well. Oh my, what's going on here, guys? Three cars out, and Petuka's got 3 seconds because of track limits already. So as I mentioned, this track is really difficult for the overtaking, and not for the overtaking, maybe for the overtaking as well, but for the track limits especially. Yeah. So as you can see, the top 5 is in 3 seconds, so it's not that much, so we are very happy. It's gonna be really great battles, and as you can see, the mediums are not faster so far because the medium runners has dropped to the field. And Wojtyła is trying to overtake his team. What's going on? Oh, there was the battle, and Josh has outbraked himself, and behind him, Black Wolf is trying to challenge him. He's got the eyes, and Jarki has left the session. Oh, there he is out, okay. And TRX and the Aston Martin driver are side by side coming for the first corner. Oh, this is gonna be really interesting, guys, who will be later on the brakes, but I think the move has been done already, and they're side by side, Alfa Romeo and Ferrari driver Darren De Waffles, who will have the better traction. It's Alfa Romeo driver, and he will stay in the P10. Wojtyła and Josh, they're battling again. As you can see, we've got triple battle here. It's Josh Wojtyła and Black Wolf behind him. All of them are on the medium compound of tires, and there is a more than 3 seconds gap to the soft runner, and Josh has already 3 seconds, so not good for him. But yeah, I think we will have some great battles between these two. Tobias is only 2/10. Let's go with him. We've got Petuka, Pangri, the guy from Greece, and Tobias, the Austrian driver. Let's see what can they do. They are losing time to the race leaders, Gil and Maxra. So let's see if they can cooperate or no. And there was a little contact between Petuka and Tobias, but hopefully he doesn't have any damage. The air is wide open. Pangir doesn't have DRS. Petuka does. He's going outside, but the second turn will be inside from him, and it's a heavy braking. But he made his mistake, so Pangri has been overtaken by Petuka, and Petuka remains. Oh, and that was the big step of oversteer. Can Tobias overtake him? Can he use this mistake as advantage side by side? Oh, there was definitely warning for track limits, but I believe he can appeal it. There was a better exit from Tobias here. He's using overtake and DRS as well. He's using the strips. Is he gonna send one? Yes, he is. A little bit braking, but he has done it. But look at the Alpha Tauri driver. He wants to fight back, and he is fighting back. But this section doesn't have a DRS zone, and as you can see, Petuka is 3 seconds behind this group of 3 drivers, and as you can see, CRX and Ferrari driver are fighting as well. Let's move to Tobias and Pangri, and oh my, there was a contact with the wall. Does he have a damage? Let's see. Let's check it. And Tobias is going for the Petuka. He's going for the podium place, and he does it. Tobias is on P3 from P5, I believe, or P4. From P5 on the grid, he is on the podium place, so very good job for him. But does the Alpha Tauri driver from Greece, Pangri, has a damage, and Petuka Bona fights back, and he does do it. So it means he is on P3 again. It's something like Lewis Hamilton and Sergio Perez in the Brazil, like the flashback. They overtake each other, but then they did it as well. So very good battles from these two. Josh and Black Wolf are fighting as well. In front of them, Voitinho. Behind them, Villeneuve, the Alfa Romeo driver. Tobias and Petuka, they are side by side through this long right-hander who will have the better traction. We are watching it from the Alfa Romeo on board, and Tobias is in front of Petuka, but I think he will not stay here for a long time because the DRS zone is coming very, very soon, and Tobias nearly hits the wall, and hopefully doesn't have any damage. We will see. Petuka is behind him, but yeah, as you can see, Petuka that has only 30% of VRS, and Tobias got almost full battery, so this is a very big advantage for Tobias. And George and Blackboard are back on it, that they are fighting. What's going on? Jelani has overtaken. Apologies for my English grammar. And Gil and Maxwell, what happened here? They are side by side. The race leaders are fighting, but Maxwell has done it, and Petuka and Tobias as well, they are side by side through the first corner. And what was that for Petuka? Oh, he was, oh my, oh no, we don't want to see this one. I don't know what was that. Petuka was significantly behind Tobias. He was an early half car side by side with Tobias, and that was really unlucky, and yeah, unfortunately he spun, and RGB's got damaged because of Petuka, so yeah, very unlucky moment for him. And Petuka lost the podium place, and he's already losing 4 seconds, and I think Petuka and RGB, they must have some kind of damage because it was a really big impact, in my opinion. But we'll see. Voitinho's got a 3-second time penalty. Already 7 drivers out of 16 got a penalty, so it's almost half. But so far, great batters here in the Saudi Arabia. I love those pictures here. It looks really good. As you can see, Gil and Tobias, they are fighting side by side through the last corner from the DRS zone. They left them space to each other. That's really great racing for them. Max Rowe is waving on the straight like crazy, but Gil is using the slipstream DRS and overtake bottom. They are side by side for the turn 1. Who will have the better traction? But Max Rowe around the outside. Wow, what a move by French driver for Williams. That was a nice and easy move. He made it look easy, but what a move. That was, in my opinion, the best move so far. Around the outside. What a move for Max Rowe. Good job for him. And Petuka, as you can see, he must go to the pits because he's got front wheel damage, and he's choosing the medium combo tires, and Max Rowe's got a 3-second time penalty. Let's check the amount of penalties. Oh, and he lost it! Oh, the race leader binned it, as the legendary commentator Loki would say. Max Rowe binned it. Oh my, very unlucky moment for a multiple time Aero F1 champion, and he's got damage most likely. As he does have, yeah, and his tires are already hit. Oh, very unlucky moment. And Petuka is fighting with Blackburn and Voitinho, and Voitinho almost loses the rear, so he'll have a very big tire advantage because Petuka has got fresh mediums. He's using slipstream, Voitinho is using his overtake button, but they've got pretty same amount of ERS. As you can see, RGB is just easy overtaking. Gianni, yes, he is overtaking with the Alpine driver, nice and easily on the long back straight. But let's come back to Petuka. He's using his full battery, heavy braking to the last corner. He made the move on, as you can see, the difference between new and old mediums on the traction, that's really crazy. Petuka is really flying because that speed and traction of new tires is completely on another level comparing with the old mediums. As you can see, we've got so many penalties. But yeah, it's new track, and those track limits are really inconsistent, so yeah. It is because of this. Gianni's got a full battery RGBS essentially as well. Oh, Gianni almost... He had the problems. But Maxtra and Black Wolf are in a battle, and we've got yellow flags on track. What happened here? Hopefully nothing, but Boitino is challenging Maxtra, but Maxtra's got the fresh tires, so let's stay with you. And Josh, does he have some damage? And we've got yellow flags who spun here. It's Black Wolf, I think. Yeah, unfortunately for the Polish driver. And RGB, and no, Tobias, what happened here? He's boxing Tobias and he's got damage. Oh, so there was a contact with the wall. Unfortunately for the Austrian driver. He must pit, but I think we are not so far from the pit window. And Maxtra and Josh, they are fighting, and Maxtra has overtaken the Josh. And can he overtake Tobias out from the pit entry? We will see. But the Red Bull driver wants to fight back Tobias. Is he going for the move on the Maxtra? Oh, apologies, not Tobias, but Josh. He's still behind him. But Jersey is on the old mediums. The same Loitino. But as you can see, Jason and Maxtra are on fresh compound of medium tire. So they will be flying. As you can see, Maxtra does advantage. And Josh has retired from the session. Oh, what happened here? Probably, and it's a safety car, so that's a really great for those who hasn't pitted yet. So any changes for undercut are now gone because we've got full safety car, and Waffles got drive-through penalty. Oh my, for spinning under safety car conditions. Nah, I don't know if it's fair penalty, but most likely I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't, because this game is... We know what it is, so... yeah. So, details, pit stops. So top 5 goes definitely to the pits because the safety car has been deployed. Will they go on the track in front of those who pitted? Yes, they do. And they are in front of them. So that safety car really plays into their hands. Spinning the Andris, that 5 seconds penalty for spinning in the pit lane. Oh, very unlucky for him. So everybody has pitted now. Wojtyła 5 seconds. Wojtyła was spinning in the pit lane as well, and I've got one idea why he was speeding, because Wojtyła wanted to go for a leg gap that doesn't exist, or in his opinion exists, but in fact it doesn't. But yeah, I will ask for his footage to see, and we've got great, beautiful looking Aston Martin as a safety car. Oh, and this is really great, as you can see. Wow, this looks really good. Jeddah or Jeddah, I don't know the pronunciation, apologies. It looks really, really great, as you can see. Really great. Nice track here. Very great. Josh has left the session. Oh, that was a collision. Oh my, everybody's got a penalty. Oh my, but that was a big collision between these drivers, I think, because somebody brake check or something like that. Incidents. Who has the fastest pit stop? 2.5, 2.5 for a wing. Okay. Incidents. So let's check it. Oh, we've got so many track warnings. Surf collision. So Tobias, CRX, Liam, Maxro, and Jason for collision. Oh, so I think that will feel it. Most likely. But yeah, we'll see. It looks really great, this circuit, as you can see by the graphics. I can imagine, I will try it on my PC with ultra high graphic settings. It must be really, really great around this track. So the most positions gained Andrek, or where is he from? He's from Belgium, so the pronunciation. Oh, and Weifels retired from the session. Oh my, what happened here? Has he retired on track? Yes, as you can see, he lost it left on our screen. Oh my, what an unlucky moment for him. And Martina is spitting. For which tires? Which tires does he have? He's got fresh mediums, I believe. Yes, he does. But the most places gained Andre from Belgium. 8 places up, so far driver of the day. What real so far? But let's see. So everybody on fresh tires, in fact. Petuka 3 laps. So Villeneuve is on hard compound of tire. This is interesting call from him. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but maybe. So everybody on the fresh compound. You'll see on the safety car restart. And Maxwell's got another 5-second time penalty. Oh my, this is the second penalty, I think, for Maxwell for serving a collision. I think it's a pretty unfair penalty, but yeah, because as you can see here, 5 seconds and then another 5 seconds. So, is safety car in this lap? There's safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. So, let's see how successful will be Gil in the restarting. Will he do the Max Verstappen in Brazil? Another 5 seconds. Oh my, this game is crazy. It's really crazy. Let's see. Has he? Yes, he has. And now we've got side by side Alpine and AlphaTauri for the first turn. Gelani and Pangiro side by side, but Pangiro has stayed in P2. Oh, and the Aston Martin driver Petuka almost lost it. Oh my, but he kept it somehow, but he lost a very big amount of places. As you can see, there's a big carnage. Voitinho Blackball apologized. He wanted to go around the outside, but there was just no grip. And Villeneuve's got completely off track, and he's returning very dangerously, but luckily Black Wolf eliminated the collision. Luckily for him. So those are losing 6 seconds already to the leader. Let's go to the interval, yeah. Mercedes, McLaren and Ferrari. Let's go with Andy and Tobias, the Red Bull driver. I think the biggest improvement from the positions, I think, will be Tobias, because he has a really strong pace, like the same like Gil and Max as well. Don't forget to keep an eye on Gil, Maxwell, and Tobias, and yeah, basically on everybody, but especially on them because they are really on fire. Got big trend here, you can see here. Liam is going for the move on the Aston Martin driver. Can he make the move? And he a little bit locked up, but the move was successful. And Jason and RGB are fighting. Let's watch it from the Tobias's on board, and that was a really great turn from Tobias, really great. RGB and Jason. RGB won a fight back, but it wasn't successful yet. Petuka's got 3-second time penalty. And now Tobias is going for the move. He's using the slipstream. Is he gonna send one? Yes, he is. That's gonna be really tight. He's a long right-hander. But yeah, luckily nobody's spun. So really good. Petuka and Black Wolf are fighting. Black Wolf wants to fight his positions back. His position. Sherix is on a soft compound, so it means he should be flying. So we will see how what he can do here. RGB Jason, and you got the yellow flags, and yeah, Villeneuve will most likely spun. I'll check it. Yeah, unfortunately spun. This is a really nice look at this. Oh my, this is a beautiful scenario here in Saudi Arabia. Those scenes are really astonishing. Petuka is trying to go around the outside where the Ferrari Gil set the new fastest lap of the race, 29.9. Let's check the fastest laps. It's clearly, oh my, the first he did 29 point something. It's really under 30s. That's really great for him. Let's go with Tobias. He's 2 tenths and he's trying to go around the outside and he does it. Oh, what's a move by Austrian driver. Wow. Wow. What a move by Tobias. GG, mate. That was a great move for him. Maxro is 6 tenths behind Jelani and he's got no threat from behind, so that's gonna be interesting what he can do. Jelani's got slightly less amount of ERS. Liam is losing 1.6 seconds to Tobias Neal on soft tires. It's a little bit interesting, isn't it? As Tobias is chasing RGB. And Liam is trying to overtaking Jason, but no, he lost the point. He must have some damage. Doesn't he? Because it's his... Does it? No, he most likely no. They are going side by side for the last corner. Let's check it from the Aston Martin drivers. And Gil sets another fastest lap and he's got 3.6 seconds gap. This is really crazy tempo from Gil. He's on another load and every other. And Liam, yeah, he's got some damage definitely because it's not possible. And as you can see here, we've got teammates battling the Aston Martin. And Petuka has overtaken and he made the move nicely and easily. And as RGB is behind Tobias, Tobias was a little bit wide there. Tobias is losing 3 seconds, so it means he doesn't have a DRS and RGB does. But he got almost full battery, so that's a good for him. Ferrari drivers got 5 second time penalty, and Liam was repairing his front wing, wasn't he? And Petuka is overtaking another driver, Jason, but Jason wants to fight back. Let's see if he can be successful. And he was right, and it's gonna be warning for sure for the Haas driver. Yes, it was warning, but let's see if he can gain position back as he can, because it is really long. And Petuka did a very smart move here because now there is DRS on and Petuka is gonna have DRS, yes, so now there is a chance for Petuka to take easy, and Maxro is really flying. As you can see, he overtook the guy from Greece and Petuka is going for the move to Jason. Is he gonna send a dive? No, he isn't, luckily, as Wojciech overtook his fellow Polish. And Tobias lost press to RGB. As you can see, we've got a very big amount of debris on the final straight here. And Petuka and Jason, they are side by side for the first corner. Who will do better traction? Oh, luckily they didn't spun because it was wheel to wheel, literally wheel to wheel. And now who will be more successful? They are side by side for this narrow corner. Oh my, it was something like this back. Oh, and Petuka has spun. They both collide. The Aston Martin drivers. Oh my, and you've got second safety car. Oh, it was really unlucky for them. They were side by side through it's a fourth corner. It's really narrow. There is no space for two cars, and unfortunately nobody backed off, and that's the result. So unfortunately for them, and let's see if somebody is gonna pit or no. I'm really interested, to be honest. For example, if Gale is pitting, Guyo, he will be like maybe in 7th positions, and imagine if the guys behind him don't pit. Like, he will be faster, but overtaking here you know, narrow corners and this stuff. Yeah, and he is pitting. Will his teammate do the same? Yes, he will, but I think he won't be delayed. But let's see. Let's see. Will he wait? Oh, just some couple of seconds. But Jill, yeah, as I said, these guys in front. So it means Pangri, Jelani, and RGB haven't pitted, so it means they've got track position, but Gil's got softs, fresh softs, and I think he's gonna be flying, to be honest. So yeah, I'm really interested for the race start of the race. For the race restart, I apologize. You can see those pictures from Saudi Arabia. It's looking really good. Enjoy this brand new track. Hopefully, guys, you are enjoying the stream. If you are, and Tobias got 3 seconds. Oh, but he will upload it most likely because it's under certificate condition. If you are not following, guys, make sure to follow us on Twitter, on the YouTube. Make sure to join our Discord. Hit the like button if you like our content. If no, please do it as well. And we will really appreciate it and thank you in advance for it. So, as Marek said in the chat, we will be happy if the more than 7 cars finishes this Grand Prix. So far, we've got 6 drivers, or about 7 drivers, did not finish this race because of contacts or whatever. So, yeah. Hopefully, the 13 drivers will finish the race. And safety car, 1 more lap. Where is the rest of the field? We are just waiting for Villeneuve. He's from Portugal. To catch up the field. And what happened? Maxwell is pitting as Maxwell is pitting, so it means he must have some kind of damage, because Maxwell is in the pits for the 3rd time. Oh my, is it the damage? Oh, and he's sharing his penalty. Will they? Oh, what? This is why he is pitting? I don't know, to be honest. And how is it with penalties? Oh, my 23 seconds for Ferrari driver. That's interesting, isn't it? We've got 5 laps to go, so 4 full laps, and just 2 of them will be with DRS enabled. Jeddah, or Jeddah, I don't know favorite pronunciation. But it looks really good, this track on this game. So, set the car in this lap. And I'm really interested what can Guil do from the P4 if he can retake his leadership. And also Tobias and the other guys. Let's stay with Guil. And let's see what he can do. The guys are heating up their tires as much as possible. As you can see, Gil is waiting. And let's see. I think Pandry has a good restart, yeah. Giovanni as well. RGB as well, and Gil, as you can see. And Gil's got the 3-second time penalty. Oh my, for this corner cutting. What's happening behind? Liam has lost the P8. And Maxro in P12, yeah, I completely forgot about him. Apologize, Maxro. He's overtaking Voitinho down the inside. Good move for him. Jonas got a 3-second time penalty. Is he going for the move? No, he isn't. And Gil is trying to go around the outside for this long left-hander, trying to using his advantage of the tires. But I think he and Tobias will be much faster, and of course the rest of the field as well. As you can see from this corner, yeah, using overtake. RGB is defending as well. Oh, they are side by side. Be careful, guys. Through this narrow section of track, as now braking, he has overtaken him. As you can see here, that grip is really, we can't compare it because it's much better for Gil. I think Gil is running a little bit lower downforce than his opponents. Oh, and RGB, it was a little bit late braking, but Gil has got the much better traction than Jelani. He's going for the move, as you can see, and Andre is fighting as well with the Ferrari driver. Yeah, he made the move stick. RGB is trying to go around the outside maybe, and it's a late braking from the Alfa Romeo driver. And okay, they left the space to each other, and Tobias is now losing time behind them. But yeah, Johnny has overtaken RGB. Be careful of the track limits here. And Gil is already P2. This guy is really unbelievable. Now using overtake. RGB is defending, but Tobias got a slipstream. Is he gonna send one? Yes, he is gonna send one, and that's a late braking into left-hander. But he does it very great, cheeky and great move from Tobias. This is pretty same like Lewis Hamilton did on Lando Norris on the last lap of the sprint qualifying. Oh, and somebody, it's a Black Wolf, who had probably snap of oversteer or understeer. And as Maxer is trying to overtaking Liam here, he's doing his overtake and going down the inside for this left-hander. Very good overtake, and Gil is already trying to overtake the race leader. Can he take the race lead back? Yes, he can. Little bit. No, that was a good braking. But Pangri wanna go, wants to fight back. He's using his overtake the same as Gil, but he's got much more ERS, so he's waiting. He's using a slipstream the same he's doing Tobias. He's trying to go around the outside. Oh, there was a snap of oversteer. They're still going side by side from the last corner, and he does it! Gil from the P4 is coming to P1 again. Oh, what a race, and there was a little bit wide. Tobias was a little bit wide as Max Royce overtook. Oh, Jason, but there was a contact. Oh my, that was really unlucky for Jensen. There's contact with rear wing, with front wing, apologize. Most likely he will report it to the stewards. As you can see, Maxter is going around the outside, but RGB wanna go, wants to fight back. Oh man, there was a contact with the wall. Maxter had a contact because RGB was really aggressive, was too aggressive. Does he have damage? Most likely, yeah. He does. That's Lion, RGB, Maxter. As you can see, Lion's got a purple second sector. That's brilliant racing from these guys here. Very great job from all of them. And we can't forget to keep eye on Tobias on the basic top 3. He's got much better tires than Pangri using the overtake. But Pangri's got there as well, yeah. We have got the yellow flags, and there was a contact! Was it the contact or not? Voitinho and Ferrari driver, they maybe collided, I don't know, but he lost it, and as Aston Martin driver and Black Wolf that got battle in the first turn, great job for him. And now Tobias is chasing Pangri for the P2 of the race. He's chasing him, he's pushing. RGB's got another fire, but let's check the penalty, because that's a really important factor. Tobias got the 3 second more penalties, but he can appeal, I think, that one warning, so... Yeah, but he has to overtake him as soon as possible and gain as much as possible. So it means... and Max Roy is trying to go around the outside, and here, oh my, he lost it! Oh, and there's a contact with Jelani! And Jelani, yeah, they survived it, but oh my... Maxro was going and he retired on purpose. Oh my, that was a really wild racing for both of them. But guys, ladies and gentlemen, I think in the best position. Oh, and Black Ball was a little bit wide. And Tobias is fighting with Pangri. That was a nice move. And he's just... Has Gil done some mistake because he lost his cap? But it was 3 seconds, but I think the provisional... No, the Lime is losing more than 3 seconds, so no. But it will be interesting on penalties who will win this race, but it's the last race, it's the last lap of the race, and Tobias is really pushing on Gil. They both... Oh, and Tobias got another 3 seconds, so it means it's provisional P4. Oh my. It's a big pity for him. And there's another warning for him. Oh, let's see the positions. 10 position from Black Wolf. RGB's got another 3 seconds. But in general, that's good racing. Many overtakes we've seen so far. Let's see what can the drivers do. In the last lap, we are just half a lap from the end of the Discord partners social race in Saudi Arabia on this brand new track on the F1 2021. The red light is flashing, so it means he's got less than 10% of ERS, and Jason really wants to overtake RGB, and he's got the ERS. Let's see if he can overtake him and gain that P5. Is going around the outside. Can he make the move? Yes, he can. Really get it. Let's go to the race leaders, because Gil is now gonna crossing the line. Gil from P1 on the grid, from completely destroying the opposition qualifying, he wins the Saudi Arabia social race. Wow, what's a performance from Gil. Congratulations on P2 and Spangriff on the penalty. And Max, oh no, Max, but Tobias maintained, he stayed in the podium places, but just the 500th of a second. Wow. What a performance from the Austrian driver in the Red Bull. Really good race from him. And yeah, oh my, 500s. Really tough. Andre, it's Black Wolf, Jason, RGB, Jelani, Black Wolf, there, and Bjorn. It's a final order after 25 laps on the social race in Saudi Arabia. So your top 3, Gil, Pangri, and Tobias, but by just 500ths of a second. Wow. And your driver of the day, apologies for that, your driver of the day is the guy from Polska Górom in the pond, Black Wolf. GG to the podium holders. Gil, what a performance in the race. Race tempo is another level than the rest of the field, and the qualifying as well. Absolutely amazing, guys. What a race from all of you. Congratulations. So we've got Williams, Alpha Tauri, and Red Bull. So basically 2 Hondas on the podium. Great race. So as you can see, almost everybody's got a penalty. because this track limit is really difficult. But this track is really nice. I really like it. I'm really looking forward to where I can try it. And yeah, I really recommend you guys to try this track because it looks really good. So, thank you very much guys for your interest and watching the race. Really appreciate your support. Don't forget guys to hit the subscribe button, like button. Make sure you join our Discord. Feel free. Big community with great people. And guys, don't forget to set your alarms on this weekend. Tomorrow, Aero F5 and Aero F4 race. On Saturday we've got Aero F3 and PC2 division, and on Saturday Grandero F1 tier. Guil and Assassin aka Drake Dempsey are fighting for the championship, so make sure guys to join us on Friday, Saturday and especially Sunday. Thank you very much guys for your interest. We really appreciate it, and see you next time. Good night.